Hey comic book fans, today we are talking about Godhood Comics The Antagonist Issue 3. If you're here for the first two issues, these are some of the most craziest, evilest people you would ever come across in comic books. In particular, their parents. And issue 3 takes us further back in time when they were kids. The second issue showed us 20 years back, but when they were still super villains. In issue 3, we are going even further back when they were like teenagers, I would assume. And Tonya, she was still ruthless. She was still the kind of person she was. And she was never timid or anything. She was always throwing the first punch in any situation. And would that be justified or not? Most of the time it wasn't. But we see, she was going to the park, she was drinking, and then she comes across this little nerdy dude that was sitting by himself. And out of just curiosity, she was wondering like, who are you and like why you're here? And as when he tells her like we was mostly in every class together, and she tells him, yeah, I know we was every class together because I used your work to get all my A's, which was absolutely insane information just to give out nonchalant like that. But they start talking, and it turns out that he was sent on a date, but it was fake, and it was actually a trap for everybody to laugh at him. And he, in return, he did this girl's schoolwork for her just so he can come to this party, just for him to be the laughing stock of the party. So he was sitting by himself. And when she hears about this, she takes him back to the party, makes him point out the girl that he went there with. And she made this whole scene like, you're trying to get my man or what like that. Then she clocks her dead in the mouth, and then they take off. And just from this perspective, what she did was actually a very nice thing. And she even kissed him in front of everybody as well. And again, from that perspective, even though this is origin or whatever, she was still like, it was still a cool thing she did. And she even went further, and they went further throughout the night, as can be explained and obvious. But as they was in the car doing the deed, like literally out of a classic comic book or classic sci-fi situation, something comes crashing down from out the sky right in their proximity. And was it a meteorite? Was it an alien ship? It's not actually particularly shown said object itself. What's actually only shown is that the destruction that is around it, and the fact that it's some red glowing figure, whatever it actually is. And they both have they're both not decent clothing wise. They go looking at it, and they go actually and get closer to it. And we can see here that this must be the origin story of not only how they met, but how they got their powers and abilities, and what they decided to do with those said powers and abilities after the fact. But I would not have bet my bottom dollar that he started out as some nerdy dude, to begin with, to turn to this evil mastermind. Now we are in modern times. In this story, we are here with the cop. This is the black woman from the first issue, the one that was on the scene, and she knew that the murder wasn't an accident. It was the act of a superpowered being. And as she's explained to her boss, she knew by the smell and by the contents of said situation that not only was it a superpowered being, but in particular it was Tonya. In particular, it was supervillains that they've been after, looking for like over 2 decades. And they show us that people are still looking for them, right? Even though they may have stopped and tried to change their lives and have a family, there are people out there that are still looking for them. And she goes even further, not because she wanted to still be on the case, but she was denied. So she goes down to her job. This cop, this chick, she did not go about the right way, smart way at all. She went down to Tanya's job looking for her, and looking for an address to where she lives. So not only is she probably gonna lose her job because she was ordered, to go home, right? She was ordered like, you're done here. Instead of going that route or going down another route, she says, no, I'm going to go to her job and I'm just going to go rogue and look for myself. So she's becoming another problem in this entire situation. And we're at the house with the Eval family, and that's the literal last name. We're here with the actual family themselves, and the sister is messing with the youngest one. He's like the evil scientist. And then she goes into the other brother's room, and he's just coming back from his secret overnight fight club thing. And as they're going back and forth as siblings do, they actually had a deal that she would keep his secret if she gets, a portion of the proceeds from the winnings that he has, which is absolutely diabolical to do, but again, these aren't in particularly good people. The one question I do have, and I doubt they actually do the kids actually know that their parents were these super villain beings, or do they think they were just classic superheroes? I do wonder how, if they know or not. I doubt it. And the brother and slash son gets a note that was on his bag giving him a location to another place to fight and to continue. And even he said there has to be another way to do this, right? Sneaking out, trying to come back and making money this way. There has to be a more efficient and more established way to actually carry this out. Now we get to the intense part of the story where she finally reveals to her husband that she committed the murder, and he's going off on her because he's pretty much telling you jeopardized everything that we've built just because of this promotion. And despite of the excuses she tries to give in this situation, she is completely 100% wrong, and the situation wasn't even to the point to which she would have to use her powers and kill somebody. It wasn't like she was defending herself. It wasn't like her life was on the line in any way. She got mad because somebody did her dirty and she took them out. And just going off of their past and who they actually are, she has the nerve and audacity to feel a certain way at all. But he tells her that he's going to take care of it, right? That they have to fix this some way, shape, or form. He's going to handle it. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't know that it's already out there and they're already being hunted. And the story ends with them getting new neighbors. And it's like, this white family, and they come over and say, hi, where are the new neighbors? And I wonder what part is this going to play within the story? Are these people secretly evil, themselves? I wonder how this is going to play out, because this is obviously going to be a part of the story for them to make it this big to put at the ending. And that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, share, and subscribe for more. And thank you for watching.